Hello students, I hope all of you are fine. Students, in last class we started our chapter power sharing. In power sharing, we covered the following topics: story of Belgium, story of Sri Lanka, Mesotelinism in Sri Lanka, accommodation in Belgium, why power sharing is desirable. And today we will cover this topic, forms of power sharing. Let's start. Forms of power sharing: the power divided into four parts among different organs of government: legislature, executive, and judiciary. Among governments at different level: union level and state level. Different social groups, religious and linguistic, and political parties, pressure groups, and the movements influence those in power. Students, as you know, in a democracy, people rule themselves through institutions of self government. And in a good democratic government, due to respect is given to diverse groups and views that exist in a society. And everyone has a voice in the shaping of the public policies. And therefore, it follows that in a democracy, the political power should be distributed among as many citizens as possible. And in modern democracy, let us look some of the most common arrangements of power sharing in a democracy. The first one, horizontal distribution of power. Power is shared among the different organs of government such as legislature, executive, and judiciary. Such a separation ensures that none of the organs can exercise unlimited power. Each organ checks the others, and this results in a balance of power among the various institutions. Students, as you can see in this diagrams, horizontal distributions of power in the three organs: legislatures, executive, and judiciary. In legislatures include parliamentary system, and in executive includes all the departments: home minister, transport minister, defense ministers. All the sections come in this executive. And in judiciary comes Supreme Court, High Court, and District Court. Legislative make the law for the country, and in executive execute all the law. And if there will any problems to accept the people's any law, the judiciary take the decisions in the Supreme Court, and that will be the final decisions regarding any law. And judiciary is the independent body. Now the next one, federal government, vertical distributions of power. And the power can be shared among government at different levels: a general government for the entire country and governments at the provincial and or regional level. Such a general government for the entire country is usually called the federal government. In India, we refer to it as the central or union government. The government at the provincial or regional level are called by different name in different countries. In India, we call them state governments. The federal form of government in divide in two levels: central government and state government. Central government includes the union list, and state government includes the state list. And the central government has power to make some law like defense, banking, currency, foreign affairs, and communications. And in state government has power to make law, police, trade, agriculture, irrigations. But some laws that make by both of the government, central government and state governments, which are education, forest, trade, marriage, adoption, and succession. And thus in which powers comes in the central government known as union list, and which power comes in the state government known as state list, and which power comes in the both government known as concurrent list. Now the next one, different social groups. Power may also be shared among the different social groups, such as the religious and linguistic groups. Community government in Belgium is a good example of this arrangement, and this method is used to give the minority communities a fair share in power. As you see in the story of Belgium's community government, which was the based on language. These are known as social groups and the religious linguistic groups. Now the next one, political parties and pressure groups. Power sharing arrangements can also be seen in the way the political party pressure groups and the movement control or influence those in the power. In a democracy, the citizen must have freedom to choose among the various contenders of powers. In a democracy, we find the interest groups such as those of the traders, businessmen, industrialists, farmers, and industrial workers. In our country, every person have right to choose their governments and freedom to contest the elections. And in democracy, you find many pressure groups like industrialists or farmers and industrial workers, which take interest to choose their government, to know about the policy of the uh, government. And these are political parties and pressure groups. They also will have to share in governmental powers and either through the participations in the governmental committee and the bringing influence on the decision making process. And in many times they take participations in the government committee to take the decisions for the government's policy. Okay students, these were the forms of power sharing, and now our lesson have completed. I hope all of you understood. Thank you. Have a nice day.